Okay, so I just picked up the MrCool DIY Mini Split right here with both AC and heating functions. So I actually work out of a very hot garage down in Florida. It probably gets up to like 100+ degrees in here. I mean, it's tough in the summertime. So I needed one, and I finally found one that I could use. So I picked this one up mainly because it already has the pre-charged coolant lines. This way I don't actually have to go out and hire someone to vacuum them out and do all that. It was in 2 boxes, okay? It does come in 2. You do have your wall unit in 1 box, and then this in your 2nd box right here. Now for the wall unit, it does come with this wall plate template right here. So check it out. You'll want to go ahead and use that, so don't throw that away. And then you have, of course, your wall unit right here. It does come with your remote control, which is awesome. We'll definitely be using that. We've got all of our hardware here for the wall unit. I did also pick up a wall mount for the outside of the garage. That should come in handy. And then we have everything else right here. Check it out. And then our pre-filled lines right here. There you are. We're gonna go ahead and get this thing installed. Then we're gonna do a complete test, and I'll show you exactly if I recommend it or not. So finally, the install is complete. So this is your overall look. Now there are just a couple last final touches we have to do. You could probably see the light coming through under there. So I do still have to seal that original hole that we did make in the back. Also, I got to seal it from the other side, of course, as well. You just basically can pick up some spray foam and fill that right up. Now, I did want to go over just a couple things, so we're actually going to go over the remote controls first, and then I'm going to take you outside and show you some other things out there with the condenser. Okay, so we do have our power button here. Obviously, we'll turn on, turn off. Now, this one does have AC and heat, so you can actually change it. So right here, this mode, you can change it from cool to dry to heat, or have the fan on. So right now, it's 90+ degrees outside. We're gonna go ahead and leave it on cool. Then we have our eco button right here. So it'll actually set the temperature right now to 75. Again, we want it a little bit lower, about 73. Then of course you have your plus and, well, your up and down arrows right here. This is just to bring the temperature up, bring it down. You can go ahead and also set it as well. And then you also have a timer here. So you can run the timer if you'd like. Let me go ahead and, there we go. Okay, so you can set the timer for however many hours you want to put it. I'm going to leave that off. And then right over here, you have the fan button right there. Then we have swing, okay? Now this one, I was actually so happy that they had it, because literally right underneath here is my desk area, but I wasn't feeling the cold air directly on me because it was getting blown behind me, right? So with this swing button, you can see, you can actually maneuver it to whichever angle you want. So awesome. Literally, this is where it was right here. So again, if you want to stop it, just press it again. But that's where it was. And now we can actually drop it all the way down. So it literally hits me. Still going, still going, still going. And then we'll stop it right there. I love that part right there. Then you do have a turbo button. So if you go ahead and press that, so it's right on the bottom there, it'll actually just maximize your cooling, right? So it'll basically cool the room as quickly as possible. The LED is just to basically take the LED off of there if you don't want it. And then you do have a self-clean button right here. So now, one thing I will say is it does come with a smart USB controller. So you actually want to connect this right into the unit here. Then you're going to be able to use it and control it from your phone, which is also very cool. So let's go ahead and I'll take you outside. All right, so as you can see, we did buy a mount, right? pretty important, I guess, especially if you don't want to have it near the floor, like on a concrete pad or anything like that. I would definitely recommend picking up a mount. Now, normally, I know the code down here is it has to have 12 inches of clearance in the back there, which it does. Now, if you do not know electric, now this is supposed to be a DIY, right? But if you don't know electric, you're still going to have to go ahead and hire an electrician to go ahead and install the electric. You could see here, down here in Florida, we did have to have a box on the outside so we can actually shut it off from the outside if needed. So the only thing left to do out here is really just to wrap up all of the, the wires, everything out here, which it did come with the tape to go ahead and just wrap it all up, which we'll do that. And then we're gonna go ahead and seal that hole. Now, we initially did a 3.5-inch hole. Clearly, that was way too big. I think you may only need like a 2.5, maybe 3 inches, but I think more like a 2.5-inch hole to actually get all that through right there. And then lastly, we have our little drain hose right here. So hey, again, overall, I cannot recommend this one enough. It cools very quickly, feels amazing. Honestly, doesn't take up much space and looks pretty good. So hey, overall, I would definitely recommend it.